My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Every single week, we break down full fight cards. We give you our picks, our bets, and our fantasy plays. So make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our content. Next up, at UFC Vegas 47, we have Alexis Davis versus Julija Stoliarenko. Julija Stoliarenko is 9-5 overall. She's 3-2 in her last 5, coming off 2 losses in a row. Alexis Davis is 20-11, only 2-3 in her last 5. And this is just an absolute battle of the bantamweights, I guess, right? I think whoever loses this fight is likely cut. Alexis Davis is a busy striker. She lands almost 5 significant strikes per minute. And unfortunately for her, she is hit just as often. She does a nice job of throwing in combinations and mixing up leg kicks. Historically, Alexis loses to the top women in the world, but beats pretty much everybody else. Her recent losses are Pani Khanzad, top 10 in the world. Viviane Araújo, top 10 in the world. Jennifer Maia, top 10 in the world. Caitlin Chikagian, top 10 in the world. Every single one of them. That's who she loses to. And if you go through her wins, it's anybody outside of that top 10. And Julija Stoliarenko is outside.
And she beat Amanda Nunes.
Like 155 years ago.
Oh yeah, well I mean that's a pretty good win. I mean Jesus.
Julija Stoliarenko, this is what have you done for me lately, sport. Julija Stoliarenko is one of those fighters that has fantastic jiu-jitsu and no takedowns whatsoever, and it is so frustrating. I hate that style. Like, you just spend the whole time in the gym working your jiu-jitsu and you never start on your feet. You never work your takedowns. She only has a 12% takedown accuracy. She is 1 for 8 in takedown attempts in her entire UFC career. She does have a ton of submission wins, though. They're mostly off her back because A, she can't get it to the ground on her own to be on top, and B, she does have good jiu-jitsu off of her back. It's very solid. She's super long. She uses it well. Her striking is a bit sloppy, and she's definitely very hittable. She has a negative striking differential of 3-2, which means she is hit 3 times for every 2 times that she hits her opponents. But she is willing to brawl, and she's got heavy kicks. And this is where a vet play is solid. I like Alexis Davis here. I like her to use her experience. I like her to use her fight IQ. I think she's going to grind out a pretty one-sided win. If it ends up on the ground, which I don't necessarily know if it will, because, you know, Alexis, I don't think needs to get it to the ground. But if it does end up on the ground, I think Alexis Davis can avoid the submissions, work on top, ride out a decision. The only thing that worries me here is Stoliarenko's willingness to bang. She's got heavy kicks. Alexis Davis is 38. She's starting to show her age. She's starting to slow down. But she is a crafty vet that beats the top women in the world. Loses the top women in the world, beats everybody else. And unfortunately for Julija, she is in the everybody else category. Jakey boy, what do you think? You going with the vet?
Yeah, so I've mentioned before, and I think some other people mentioned it, that Julija is kind of like the Ronda 2.0 with all the arm bars, right? I mean, she won like 4 or 5 fights in a row, first round arm bars. She looked like she was just dominating everyone, get them to the ground, just break their arm. And unfortunately, she is Ronda 2.0. But she's Ronda like the last 2 fights of Ronda's career, because she looks almost exactly like her. The way that, you know, Ronda was just getting absolutely touched up on the feet and just jab, and didn't really look like she knew what she was doing on the feet. And then just started kind of lunging at people because she was just desperate, like, oh, I'm getting hit, but can't really get the takedowns. Obviously, Ronda could get the takedowns, the judo throws, that's what she was known for. Where Stoliarenko, you mentioned, she can't really get those takedowns. And I think this fight goes the exact same way. I think if Stoliarenko is able to end up on top, maybe there's a scramble and she can end up top, I think she can win this fight, and she probably will maybe get one of those first round submissions. But Alexis Davis is just so solid. She's been here. She knows what she's doing. She knows how to get the takedowns and keep position. I think Alexis Davis dominates this fight. I think she gets the takedowns and just controls the entire fight. I think it's boring. But that is a question mark. Whoever ends up on top is going to win this fight. I just think Alexis Davis has the experience and has the abilities to get the takedowns, offense takedowns, and to end up on top. And is too crafty and too savvy to worry about all the crazy arm bars that Julia's going to try to throw up. So Alexis Davis all the way. I don't think I'm going to put her in my lineup or anything.
What was that? Yeah.
Yeah, I have a speech impediment. If that's something that you feel comfortable making fun of, then that's fine in front of everyone. Now we're canceled, but it's fine. Yeah, but Alexis Davis all the way.
Yeah, I disagree a little bit where I don't think if Alexis Davis ends up on top, I think she'll survive, but I don't think she needs to. I don't think this comes down to whoever's on top wins because I think she can win a striking fight. And Monkey Knife Fight thinks the same thing, right? 108 total strikes to 60. So Monkey Knife Fight is almost going 2-1 strikes Alexis Davis to Julia. I hate touching anything over 100, so I don't know what I'm going to do with the Monkey Knife Fight line. Frankly, I probably won't play it. You don't need to force everything. And the odds, I just wish Alexis Davis was like a minus 150 because I would jump on that. Minus 225 is like, in my opinion, almost a guaranteed win, which, the reality is Julia is nasty at grappling and could potentially catch her in something. What do you think of those odds, and are you going to have Alexis in your DraftKings lineup?
And also, Julia, there was questions about her health-wise making this weight because she was the person that fainted on the scale twice and got pulled out by a stretch. I actually just watched an interview where she talked about she just made weight too early. She just was on weight but made it too early and just tried to withstand that weight the entire day, and it's just not good for you to be that low. So that's what happened in that situation. Monkey Knife Fight, it's a less play to me. I think Alexis can dominate with the wrestling. I think that's what she's comfortable doing, and I think that's what she does, and I think she just controls her on the ground.
Yeah, I'll probably spend the 8,700 in DraftKings because there's a lot of 9,000 plus that have too many question marks. And Alexis Davis, there's no question marks. She's a true vet. She's proved herself 100 times over. If she lands 108 strikes, that'll add up. If she gets some takedowns, that'll add up. And even if she doesn't get takedowns, she will hold against the cage, rack up some time that way. So I like Alexis Davis to win. I like Alexis Davis at $8,700 in DraftKings. I am not going to touch the Monkey Knife Fight, but if you want to touch $50 free, go to wewantpicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our 5 betting partners. Make a deposit. Let me know, and I will send you $50 as a thank you for supporting us and our partners.